We all watch their family grow on national TV, going from 16 kids to 17 kids to 18 kids to finally 19 kids. TLC premiered their show back in the late 2000s and called it 19 Kids and Counting. We all saw the family get bigger and bigger and bigger. However, in my opinion, this family needs to be investigated because a second son was arrested for being inappropriate with a child. As we all know, the oldest son, Josh, is serving a 12-year, 7-month sentence. And did y'all remember the mom, Michelle Duggar, who would talk so sweet? She had this sweet, soft voice saying, teaching her 19 kids wasn't hard. It was a challenge. Yeah, what else was being taught in the home for another child to be arrested? And get this, Joseph Duggar's wife was arrested on separate charges. So I want to know, what is going on in this family? Let's take a deep dive into the Duggar family right now. My Cajun cuties, yes, it's me, Anne-Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carencro, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne-Marie. And as always, thank you all for joining me on this Wicked Wednesday evening as we discuss another true crime case. How are y'all doing on this Wicked Wednesday evening? Thank y'all once again for joining me tonight. I hope y'all are all having a great evening and a great week so far. And I have to tell y'all something funny. Someone commented on one of my videos last week saying they did not know I had arms because I have so much hair. Well, y'all, I have arms. See? I have arms. Yes, I have arms. My hair is always covering my arms because I am always cold. I am always cold. Y'all can ask anyone. I am freezing all the time. So my hair is extremely thick, the thickest hair I've ever seen in my life. And my hair is extra long. So my hair serves me as a blanket. So it's always covering my shoulders, my arms. I'm just always cold. But yes, I have arms. Now, the case that we are going to be discussing today is a case I never thought we were going to have to do. Why? Because I thought once Josh Duggar was arrested back in 2021, we would never have to hear about the Duggar family again. We were done with them. But oh no. Just a couple of weeks ago on March 18th, 2026, Joseph Duggar was arrested for being inappropriate with a child. As we all know, the oldest brother, Josh Duggar, is serving a 12-year, 7-month sentence for having possession and receiving very inappropriate things dealing with a child. Now, Joseph Duggar sits in jail awaiting for extradition back to Florida. The alleged incident happened back in 2020 when the victim was only 9 years old. It happened during a trip to Panama City Beach, Florida, and the victim, who is now 14 years old, told her family everything, and Joseph Duggar admitted the incidents to the victim's father. And get this, Joseph's wife, KENDRA, is standing by her man. Yes, when you listen to all the jailhouse calls, you hear KENDRA asking him if he's okay, and she sounds just like Michelle Duggar, soft-spoken, very sweet. And just like Josh's wife, Anna Duggar, she is standing behind her man, and it sounds like she is going to stick by him. But why? Joseph Duggar is the 7th child of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar from 19 Kids and Counting. He was born on January 20th, 1995. He is the couple's 3rd son. Joseph married KENDRA Caldwell on September 8, 2017. They have 4 children together. Joseph Duggar, who lives in Arkansas, was initially charged in Florida with lewd and lascivious molestation of a victim less than 12 years old. Now I'm going to walk you through what the victim says happened on the family vacation in Panama City Beach back in 2020. The victim, who is now 14, says that Joseph repeatedly asked her to sit next to him on a couch. He would cover them with a blanket. Joseph also asked her to sit on his lap numerous times and would cradle her in his arms. The victim says they were covered with the blanket, and Joseph would pull the victim's dress up and touch the victim's thighs. She says Joseph would touch the top portions of her thighs and would inch higher and higher, closer to her waist. Joseph manipulated the victim's underwear and grazed her genitals and would also continue to touch her thighs. The victim says she was uncomfortable and confused. Police allege the former reality star Joseph Duggar confessed to the allegations after being confronted by the girl's father. Joseph was arrested on March 18th and will need to be extradited to Florida to face charges. The victim states Joseph eventually apologized for his actions and the incident stopped occurring. And when the victim's father spoke to Joseph, Joseph said his intentions weren't pure. Just 2 days after Joseph's arrest, police in Arkansas arrest Joseph's wife, KENDRA Duggar, and charge her with 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor and 4 counts of false imprisonment. Both KENDRA and Joseph were charged with these charges. We don't know for sure, but according to several outlets, supposedly there were locks on the outside of the children's doors, but we can't confirm that. Now, as you all may know, when I cover a case, I like to dig deep into the case to give y'all all of my knowledge. And as I was digging into the Duggar case, I found out several rumors. And one of the rumors that I found out was that Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar would put locks on the outside of their children's door to keep them all in their room. Is that true? I don't know. Is it not true? I don't know. Could it be true? Could it be false? We just don't know. It could just be a rumor. But that wouldn't surprise me, and let me tell y'all why. As y'all all know, the older brother, Josh Duggar, admitted to touching his little sisters inappropriately when he was a young teenager. So could the Duggar family have put these locks to keep their children in their rooms so they wouldn't go out and go into each other's rooms? I don't know. We don't know if it's true, but that definitely wouldn't surprise me. And let me tell y'all something else. I think as the world digs deeper into this family, light's gonna come. Things are gonna come out that we had no idea were happening in the home. So I'm very curious to know if Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar put locks on the outside of their children's door. That is a big question I have. Now we're going to dig deeper on who the victim is. Now, everything is speculation. We have no idea who the victim is. But according to several outlets, the victim is a very close friend to the family. And a lot of people are saying that it could be a little sister of KENDRA, a cousin of KENDRA, or a family friend of KENDRA's family. And the reason why we think it's someone very close to KENDRA's family, like a little sister, is because Joseph had full access to the victim. And the victim had to know their abuser to be comfortable with Joseph. So could it be a sibling? Could it be a cousin? Could it be a family friend? Yes, we just don't know. This is all speculation. But if it is a little sister of KENDRA, that means KENDRA's father reported the incident. And of course, a father's going to report this incident at all costs. You protect your child at all costs, no matter who the abuser is, no matter what. However, if this is true, where does that leave KENDRA Duggar with her husband and her family? Now, this situation would be very easy for me. If I found out that my husband was inappropriate with a child, he would have to skedaddle. He would have to go. There is no way I would stand by my man. No freaking way. I wouldn't want him around me, our 4 children. I would tell him he would have to get out of the house so fast his whole head would spin. No way I would give him that right to be around me and especially our kids. I would not want that at all. And the crazy thing about this whole situation, allegedly, Joseph Duggar admitted to his actions and apologized to everyone. So if this is true, KENDRA knows that her husband did this. And there's also allegedly a phone call that a police officer was on where Joseph Duggar admitted to the victim's father what he did. So if there is a phone call out there, I'm sure KENDRA would hear that phone call. Now, if this is all true and this is a family member of KENDRA, where does that leave the family? Where does that leave Kendra's mother, Kendra's father, the siblings, the entire family? Everything's just going to be divided down the middle. And that's just crazy to me. The family would never be the same if the victim is a part of Kendra's family. Remember, this is all speculation. We don't know who the victim is. Now, the most disturbing thing, did y'all hear those jailhouse phone calls? Did y'all hear those phone calls? If y'all haven't heard those phone calls, y'all need to go. Do you have a phone around? Oh, my phone case. Joseph Duggar calls Kendra. Hey. Oh, yes. Are you okay? Tell me how you doing. Joseph tells her, he says, I'm not really resting. I'm in a cell 23 hours a day. They gave me a Bible. I'm reading a Bible. You know, I'm just taking it day by day. And here's Kendra. I'm so glad you're doing well. It's so good to hear your voice. They have me in a private location. I'm doing just fine. They're having a conversation like everything is normal, like everything is okay. Now, I understand they know these phone calls are being recorded, so they're not going to say too much. However, they're acting like they're having just a regular conversation on the phone, asking how they're doing. No, this isn't a regular conversation, because if that was my husband and my husband was trying to call me, there's no way I would answer. No way I would answer the phone. This, to me, is extremely disturbing that Kendra Duggar is standing by her man. And if all of this is true, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's oldest son, 38-year-old Josh Duggar, is serving a 12-year, 7-month sentence for possessing and receiving child SA materials. And as a young teen, Josh SA'd his 4 young sister, and another victim was a babysitter. So he was around 14, 15 years old when he was SAing his little sisters and the babysitter. His parents knew about everything. They sent Josh away to do construction. However, he returned 16 months later. Josh married Anna Duggar when he was 20 years old in 2008. Together, the couple has 7 children. In 2015, Josh Duggar was found to have spent $986 on the Ashley Madison website. Josh admitted to watching PORN and being unfaithful to his wife, Anna. In 2021, Josh is arrested for receiving and possessing child SA material. In May of 2022, Josh Duggar was sentenced to 12 years and 7 months in prison. In my opinion, he shouldn't ever get out of prison. Now, as you all know, Anna Duggar has stood by her husband, Josh Duggar's side. It is said she even visits him in jail along with their 7 children. She has been seen wearing her wedding ring. So Anna Duggar is still very much in contact with her husband, Josh Duggar, who is serving a 12-year, 7-month sentence. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. There is no freaking way I'm going to, number 1, stay with my husband after he has been found guilty of all of that. And number 2, there's no way I'm going to pack up my 7 children to go see their father in jail that has been found guilty of those type of charges. No way. I wouldn't want him around me or my children. But Anna Duggar is standing by her man. I don't understand why. I cannot grasp that. Why would you stay with a person who does stuff like that? And you don't want them around your children. I wouldn't want those people around my children. I wouldn't want anyone around my children that has been found guilty of being inappropriate with children. No way. And Anna and Josh's older kids, I don't know, like 15, 16 years old. So I'm sure they know why their father's in jail. Have they forgiven him? I'm guessing. Has Anna forgiven him? I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But according to several outlets, Anna Duggar, as well as the children, still visit Josh Duggar, which I can't and just won't understand it. I think it's very disturbing that someone's going to visit their husband in jail after that. But with this family, no telling what's going on. Now, in my personal opinion, I believe that this family only wants to protect the husbands. Because as I was listening to the jailhouse calls, I don't recall Joseph ever asking his wife, Kendra, if she was okay. And it sounds like Josh Duggar doesn't care about Anna Duggar. And Joseph Duggar doesn't seem like he cares about his wife, Kendra. It's all about the men. It's all about what they're going through, how this is affecting them. When they don't realize it is affecting the family as well as several other people. You had a national TV show. Of course, everybody's going to know about the situation. And did y'all see the very weird video of Michelle Duggar videoing the paparazzi, fussing at them, showing her phone to them, telling them they shouldn't be there? But the paparazzi are going to come after you. You had a TV show, you had millions of viewers, and you have now 2 sons that have charges. Josh has been found guilty, and Joseph Duggar is accused of being inappropriate with a child. So of course the paparazzis are going to be after you. They want to know your opinion. They want to know what's going on in your household. They're going to be there. And another thing that I heard was that April 29th, Kendra has her day in court, which is in about a month from now. And until then, it is said that she cannot see her children. I don't know if that's true, but I firmly believe it is true. And if it is true, that's disturbing. That's heartbreaking, because if someone told me I couldn't see my kids, it would be like telling me I couldn't have air, because I miss them every single day when I'm not with them. So to know that she could be without her 4 children is heartbreaking to me. But if she did commit this crime of putting locks on the doors, you are endangering a child, and that is what she is being charged with. So who knows what the outcome will be? This is all what they are saying throughout the outlets. And Kendra and Joseph talk on these jailhouse calls, and she keeps saying she needs to get Joseph things, especially his phone. She keeps saying that there's a list that she has to do. So what is on this list? That's what I want to know. And why does she want to be in possession of Joseph's phone so bad? What's on that phone that Kendra needs to get? So in my opinion, a lot is going to come to light. I do think that we are going to find out a lot more about the Duggar family. And as always, my thoughts and prayers are with the family, especially the victim. My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And my final thought is, I do believe if Joseph Duggar committed these crimes, that he needs to go to jail for a very long time. Because being inappropriate with a child in any type of way is very disturbing and a horrible crime. Why? Because it is a child. You do not hurt a child in any type of way. And this is very traumatizing for a child if this did in fact happen. And it is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking for the child and the family as well. It just really breaks my heart that this child has to live through this nightmare every day and live through this nightmare in the public eye. This isn't private. Everyone's going to know about this. Everyone in the world is watching it right now. And it's crazy. And to know that someone is standing by their man when their man committed this crime is very, very strange to me. And I think it's wrong. That's just my personal opinion. No way I would stand behind my man if he committed these crimes. But most of all, the main person we have to feel bad for in this situation is the child. A child doesn't ask for this. Joseph Duggar, if he did commit this crime, took this child's innocence. And that is just heartbreaking to me, because a child doesn't deserve that. A child is thought to play and have fun and be happy and no cares in the world. This should not have been introduced to a child at only 9 years old. And it's disturbing in so many ways. And if Joseph Duggar committed this crime, I do believe that more is going to come to light. That something else happened, since Kendra wants that phone very badly. Something else is on that phone. Who knows? But once again, my heart, my thought, my prayers go out to the victim and to her family as well. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press the notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always, stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings, and always know that I'm here for each and every one of you. I will see you next week with more Cajun Crime Queen videos. And as always, thank you all for the love and support. And for you, I am truly grateful. I love each and every one of y'all. And I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Bye.